In the book of Genesis, chapters 6 through 9, Scripture tells us about a moment when the world was so broken, so violent, so far from God's heart, that a reset became an act of mercy. And in the middle of that reset were 8 people: Noah, his wife, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their wives. 8 souls who stepped into an ark built by obedience, sealed by God, and carried by grace. The first raindrop didn't feel like judgment. It felt like a whisper. But then the sky opened. The deep broke loose, and the ark shuddered as if creation itself was exhaling. Inside, the 8 gathered near the single window. They watched the world they knew disappear beneath rising waters. Homes, fields, roads, memories, all swallowed by the flood. But Genesis doesn't describe this moment as the end. It describes it as the beginning of something new. Inside the ark, for 40 days and 40 nights, the rain rode its relentless rhythm on the roof. They fed the animals, they prayed, they waited. They learned the spiritual discipline of stillness, the kind of waiting that transforms you. And then, silence. A silence so deep it felt like a promise. Noah opened the window and light poured in. Warm, golden, hopeful. Genesis says the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Not with a crash, but with a gentle settling, like a hand placing something precious exactly where it belongs. When the door opened, the 8 stepped out onto a world washed clean. The air was new, the ground was soft, and above them stretched a rainbow. God's covenant, God's vow, God's reminder that mercy always has the final word. These 8 people didn't just survive a flood. They witnessed the world end and the world begin again. Their story whispers something to us today. Sometimes God carries us through storms not to destroy us, but to rebuild the ground beneath our feet. Sometimes survival is sacred. Sometimes 8 ordinary people are enough to restart everything.